Hey everyone, welcome to my gym, and today I'm gonna show you the only workout I do. And when I say the only workout I do, it's because I just choose 20 sets of something difficult to do, like compound movements, so deadlifts, squats, pull-ups, bench press, something along those lines. And it's either gonna be 4 or 5 exercises, so 5 exercises by 4 sets, or 4 exercises by 5 sets. Honestly, I don't have such a set routine on which exercises I do, but it's 20 sets of something hard. So I'm gonna get to it. Let's see how it goes.
You can see that my gym is super compact, so I designed it so that I can have as much free space as I can. So I have adjustable squat stands that I can move around easily, and then I have my barbell just hanging on the wall as well to save the floor space when I'm not using it.
All right, exercise number 1, I'm gonna do front squats. So we'll do probably 5 sets of front squats first. And I think I'm gonna aim for anywhere between 8 to 12 reps, and I'm gonna increase the weight as I go. But warm up first, obviously. So for warming up, I don't really overdo it in the sense that I just do some basic movements, something dynamic, quickly open up the hips a little bit. Honestly, I don't overdo it. I've been working out for so long now that I know that 2 to 3 minutes for me is enough. So that's all the warm up I'm gonna do for today. Just something dynamic, just something to get you going. What I like to do is go with some overhead squats. I do 20 and then I go for 20 push-ups, and I probably do another 20 overhead squats. So I'll start with these.
And please excuse my form with these overhead squats. Obviously, I'm just pumping these, so the goal here is just to warm up the muscles. The goal here wasn't to do the perfect overhead squat, and then just some push-ups. Very basic, get the body warmed up. I keep it really, really simple. Like I said, no more than 2-3 minutes of warming up, because that's all I need. Selecting the right audio track is obviously crucial as well. And then whenever I do squats, I always just do some with the empty barbell first, just to get the body warmed up and get the body used to that specific exercise. I've had a home gym for quite a couple of years now, but it's the first time in my life where I have actual gym storage. So you can see in the corner that I have this great shelf that actually serves as gym storage and is meant for gym storage as well. So before, I had various makeshift ones, and this is my first set. So again, please excuse my form, because I think on the first couple of squats I'm just pumping them, getting the body warmed up, and then I think as I'm starting to struggle with the squats, I think my form is going to get better, like I actually extend at the end. I'm starting on 50 kilos, which is I think about 110 pounds, and I think I did 15 on this one. So usually I do anywhere between 8 to 15 reps. Really just depends on the weight. I like to start low on the weight and high repetitions, and then I work my way up in terms of weight, and then I work my way down in terms of repetitions. I wanted to make this video a lot more relaxed, like you're hanging out with me. It's just one of those casual types of content. Hopefully you enjoy it. That's why I didn't cut out most bits. Here all I'm doing is obviously I'm taking the barbell collars off, safety first of course, and then I'm gonna go up to 70 kilos. So I'm gonna grab the 10 kilo bumper plates and then go up to 70 kilos, and that'll be my next set. If you're interested in what I have in my gym, honestly just ask in the comments below. It is really, really basic in the sense that you can see I don't have many things. I just have the most major things right now in my gym, and to be honest, I think it's more than I would ever need.
Okay, set 2. So I started off with 50 kgs, which I have no idea how much that is in pounds, but I'm on to 70 kgs now.
So here goes my set 2. I think squatting is one of those things that you have to pay attention to a lot, because I feel like if you don't believe you can squat the weight, you won't. I actually squat a lot less now, and again, my form, I know it's terrible. I don't usually record my workouts, but again, I work as a data analyst or data and analytics manager. I have a desk job, so this is just my passion. Actually, my form is getting better, I guess, as I'm going through the movements. So I used to squat a lot more when I was younger. I'm 30 years old now, but I remember when I was doing my master's degree in St. Andrews, I used to squat, I swear, 110, 120 kilos, as in I used to do the sets with them. Sets of, I would say, 10 repetitions, 5 by 10, 5 by 12, something like that. Whereas now, 70 kilos, well, yeah, it's definitely a lot less than 110 kilos. So it is what it is. I think, you know, as your life changes and your priorities shift, working out right now is certainly, I wouldn't even say it's in my top 5. Okay, probably it is in my top 5 things to do, but I have other more important things to do as I got older. So I'm just happy that I can get the workout in and I can still squat pretty much my body weight with relatively high repetitions, I would say. So I'm going for 8 repetitions here on 70 kilos. I weigh about 72 right now, 72, 73 maybe. So I think squatting 70 kilos is quite good.
Set 4.
I must say, on this specific day, I did feel very tired. It was in the morning as well. And recently I've been switching up my routine. I've been trying to work out in the afternoon/evenings a lot more because I just feel like I have more energy, especially for these strength type workouts where you have to lift heavy or push heavy or pull heavy. So it wasn't my best day, but I mean, I still enjoyed my workout and I still got it in with no problem. So here it goes, set 4 of my squats, and I went for 8 repetitions again.
So those 4 sets, I started out with 50 kgs, 3 sets on 70, and then I think I'm gonna drop it back to 50 kilos now and just do more repetitions.
There you go. I'm by no means a liar. Like I said in the beginning, I like to start with a lower weight and higher repetitions, go up, and then just come down back to roughly the original weight that I did my first set with, and then just do more repetitions. And then this is my last set on the squats. And then again, feel free to call me out in the comments that I'm just pumping these squats and I don't extend all the way through. I probably should, but I mean, do I care that much nowadays? I probably don't. As long as I'm getting stronger and I feel good about it, I think that's the key for me with working out now. It's my Zen place. It's the place where I can truly just forget about anything and just focus on the weights. Given I started with a push exercise, I thought, why not do an upper body push exercise? So I'm just setting myself up for bench pressing next. Bench pressing, by far, is my weakest form of exercise. It's just not something I enjoy doing too much. I think I'm way better at pull exercises.
Next up, bench. So again, I'll go for 5 sets, anywhere between 8 to 12, maybe 15 reps. And I usually increase the weight upwards, and then I either come down or I don't, just depends.
The infamous bench press. So this is actually the exercise that got me into the gym first. So I remember when I was only about maybe 15 or 16, I think this was pretty much the only exercise I did. I'm sure we all start out trying to work those muscles, you know, the ones you think are important, which is basically anything from the chest and up, bicep curls, you know, bench press, so on and so forth.
Bench is by far my weakest activity at the gym. I'm way better at any kind of exercises that are pull, so excuse me, or at least my performance.
Given I have a small gym, I like to keep it neat and tidy, just so I have the most amount of available floor space at any point in time.
All right, set 2.
So, continuing my story on how I was only benching at first when I first started working out. I think it was in my early 20s, when I was in my second year of university, when I really started focusing on the health element of it, being mobile, being flexible. I started stretching, foam rolling, doing dynamic stretches, static stretches, and all of those things that really make you healthy. I got into yoga. So right now, obviously benching the most is by far not my main goal.
Oh, by the way, if you like my gym and you would want me to go over it and tell you why I got which item, let me know in the comments below. It's super basic in the sense that obviously it's not basic, but it's super basic in terms of the equipment I have. So you can see that I swear by just compound exercises and compound movements, so I made sure that my gym is tailored in a way that I can do all of those. All right, set 3.
Here we go again, another set. I think I was getting quite tired by this time, to be honest. Like I said, it wasn't one of my best days, I think, in the gym in terms of performance, but sometimes it's just about putting in those reps, and I always feel better towards the end of my workout or at the end of my workout compared to the beginning. So yeah, I just enjoy it. I don't know about you. Is there something you guys like doing in terms of not just exercising, I guess, but something that really lets you completely switch off? If there is, just share in the comments below. I would love to know.
Oh, and clearly when I say this is the only workout I do, it's the only workout in the sense that I lift weights. Other exercises are a lot more body weight, you know, one-legged squats. I have battle ropes up there as well. And then I run. Obviously I walk a lot and I'm just quite active in general. But this is the only workout I do that is in the traditional way a gym workout using weights. Because for me, the goal is not to get as big as possible, but I want to be able to be flexible, to have strength, to have stamina. So I think the ideal body type, or not even body type, the ideal athleticism that I'm aiming for is, let's say, like a UFC fighter, someone, you know, who does martial arts, something along those lines. Set 4.
I've been exercising and working out for, I think, about 15 years now, I would say, and it's been just such a great activity for me, and it has been such a consistent thing in my life. You know, when things are good or when things are bad, I always had working out as just a zone where I can feel my peace, my zen, and it's one of the things that I would never ever stop.
I think on the 5th set I will drop back to 50 kgs. Like I said, bench is by far my weakest.
I have to be honest, looking at this footage and doing this voiceover right now, I just think in my head, how was I able to lift twice as much, twice as heavy when I was 7-8 years younger? And the answer is actually quite easy. I was able to sleep a lot more, and other than studying, working out was the other thing I did. So I basically just studied and I worked out. So I only had 2 things on my agenda, whereas nowadays, obviously, you know, I have a family, we have so many more things to do, and I have so many more things to do. Work my 9 to 5, run my business outside of it, spend time with Nicole and Rocket. Many, many things to do, so working out is definitely in the background now.
All right, next up, I'm gonna do rows. I'm gonna try and aim for 5 sets. We'll see how it goes.
Finally, we're moving on to the pull exercises. My pull exercises and my pull strength is definitely better than my push strength. So if you think of pull-ups, deadlifts, barbell rows, anything that's a pull, I'm way stronger at compared to, let's say, bench press or shoulder press or even squats. I just think my pull strength is so much better than the pull. Like so much better, miles better. And I would say my lower body as well is way stronger than my upper body, because to be honest, most of your strength and most of your muscles, in my opinion, comes from the waist down. So just think about how big your glutes and your hamstrings are compared to, let's say, your biceps or your triceps. Those are tiny muscles compared to your lower body muscles. I alternate usually between barbell and dumbbell rows just because the grip is different. It just works different muscles. So definitely one of my favorite exercises, barbell rows and dumbbell rows. As you can see, I am definitely getting tired during this workout and I am trying to give it my all. Yeah, I am definitely a bit gassed today, as you can see. Sitting on the bumper plates, by the way, super comfortable. I wanted to give you the real picture of what an actual workout looks like to me. This is nothing glamorous. You can see that I'm struggling. You can see that it's tiring. You can see that I'm sweating. This is not one of those social media workouts. This is one of those, if I can say, behind the scenes workouts. My actual workout, obviously.
In case you're wondering why I'm sweating so much, It's not because I have a tendency to sweat so much, but in this new office/gym of mine, I have big glass windows all around the side, so it stays really hot in here during summertime. Which is a good thing in the UK, because it's usually raining and cold. Oh, and not to excuse myself, but I think my performance is not great today. I have to say recently I've been feeling a little bit tired because I had my wisdom teeth removed under general anesthetics, and I think the recovery has been quite painful in the sense that I feel like my gums right now, they're inflamed, so there's this constant swelling in my mouth, and even though it's not extremely painful, it's just always there whenever I speak, whenever I breathe, whenever I eat. In all honesty, I do find it difficult even just to articulate. But yeah, it is what it is. Alright, last one.
I'm wondering, given I've spoken so much about pull versus push exercises, if you go to the gym or if you do any kind of lifting, what would you prefer? What's your preference? Push or pull exercises? Or you don't care? Let me know in the comments below.
Oh, I bought this recently, and this is such a helpful tool. So it's just a barbell jack, but takes up barely any space and just makes taking the weights off so easy. I would highly recommend getting the tiny barbell jack like this. Super helpful.
FYI, most of my gym equipment is from Mirafit. They're a wonderful company. They are not sponsoring me, by the way. I bought all of this equipment using my own actual money that I worked really hard for. But if you are based in the UK, as in the United Kingdom, then I would highly recommend this company, Mirafit.
You can see that my gym is quite well designed and organized to exactly what I want to do. So if you look at these mats, each of these is 1 square meter. So it's a 1 meter by 1 meter gym mat. And you can see that I only have 9 of these. And I was able to fit in everything that I need, including an air bike, a treadmill, obviously the squat stands that I use for squatting and benching, and shoulder presses. I have my bench behind me, adjustable dumbbells, and plates from 5 kgs, actually from 2.5, because I do have the switch plates right here. So I have them from 2.5 to 20 kilos. I'm missing the 25 kg bumpers, but in all reality, I'm 30 years old now, not as strong as in the beginning of my 20s. So I'm not even too sure if I bought the 25 kg ones, I would even use them.
I would definitely not use them.
All right, let me drag this a little bit in the middle. So I also have this pull-up stand, whatever you call it. It's foldable, takes up very little space. This was super cheap, by the way. I bought it off Amazon. It's only about £100, maybe a little bit more. In dollars, that would be anywhere between 130 to 150, I'd say. I think I'll go for 5 sets of pull-ups. Yeah. I switched the grip types, by the way, so I'll start with a wide grip and then see what I want to do.
Pull-ups, my all-time favorite upper body exercise. It's just so easy to do. Even if you have no equipment, to be honest, during COVID, I used to just find parks and then just find anything that you can grab onto and pull yourself up on. So certainly one of my strongest exercises, and certainly I think one of the best upper body exercises in the sense that it moves just pretty much every single muscle in your upper body. So if I could choose only one exercise for an upper body exercise that I would have to do for the rest of my life, then it would definitely be pull-ups.
If I could only have, oh wait, which camera should I look into? Oh yeah, if I could only have one cardio equipment, by the way, I'll definitely choose the assault bike or air bike. No impact, it's quiet. It's good as well if you have neighbors around you. Moves the upper body too.
Continuing on the theme of only exercises and only equipments I would have, well, in terms of push exercises for lower body, I think my preference is the front squat over the back squat. And then for lower body pull exercise, I would say deadlifts. And I probably would even say that I would choose the deadlift as the single exercise I would do for the rest of my life if I was only constrained to doing one exercise. Oh, by the way, if I could only eat one food for the rest of my life, it would certainly be dumplings. Oh, and this is my bathroom, by the way, so we were able to build in a full bathroom with a nice overhead shower as well. I got super thirsty. Like I said, it's really hot in this building when the sun is out a little bit.
Oh my god, I am gassed today. Alright, 3 more.
I was genuinely so tired this day that had I not filmed, maybe there was a slight chance that I was just gonna finish on either an easier exercise or just finish the workout whatsoever. But given I already pressed record, I just thought I must finish this workout, so it definitely gave me that extra boost.
As you can see, I already have to break my sets up. Oh.
Looking at this workout of mine, I have to say I feel motivated to film another video like this because my performance is, I wouldn't say shameful, but definitely not a role model-like performance.
I think I'm gonna go for 2 sets of 8 because I don't think I have more in me than 8 reps.
And even those 8 reps I had to break up into 2 because I simply just could not finish 8 repetitions of pull-ups, which is, like I said, sounds a little bit shameful, but at least my willingness was right there and it was spot on because I did finish the workout, which, to be honest, at the end of the day, I think that's all that matters.
I think I might actually just do 4 and 4, wide grip 4, and then I'll switch it up and I'll do the close one, another 4 reps.
Consistency is key here. Nobody got healthy and strong and ripped in just a single day, just like nobody got fat and overweight and unhealthy and obese in a single day. So this is what I'm really, really good at, whether it comes to work, life in general, working out, all aspects of my life.
Alright, I think that's my workout for today. I'm gonna stretch because I do that after every single workout using the foam roller and just doing some static stretches just for flexibility and mobility. I'm not gonna film that today, but if you're interested, let me know in the comments below. Again, this was different from the usual educational data videos, so I really hope you liked it. I think if there's one thing you take away from this video, do something you enjoy doing, preferably something that makes you healthy, you know, don't do drugs and stuff like that. Exercise, because at the end of the day, it always makes you feel better. I've been going through actually a pretty rough time, I think, in terms of my work, and I find my zen, my joy, my passion in exercising, so I can only recommend you do the same and do something you love, preferably something that is healthy. So I shall see you in the next one, and thanks so much for watching.